What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Truth Life Podcast. I got a special guest in here today, my guy, Ike. How you pronounce your last name? Udana?
Udanoh, yep.
Udanoh, Udanoh, and it's Nigerian, right?
Yep, Nigerian.
Good, man. I got my boy Ike Udanoh in here, and Ike, man, is a special hooper that I met, I think it was 2 years ago in the TBT.
Yep.
Played on our team, and I was like, oh, shit, we got us a squad. And
No, we did have a lit squad, though.
yeah, bro. That's why I met him at, and Ike got a YouTube page called Life of Keezy, and I've been following him, and I realized from watching his YouTube page, I was like, me and this guy's story is pretty similar, and I respect it because I know everything he went through. He went through, if I wouldn't have never made it, and I thought I was one of the most mental tough guys out there, but I ain't shit compared to you, son, to be honest with you. So, man, you can just give a short brief because, you know, you follow Life of Keezy on YouTube, subscribe, so this man don't have to keep repeating himself, but give us a short little rundown about, you know, who you are.
So, yeah, man, like my man said, you know, my name's Ike Udanoh, Nigerian-American, dad born and raised in Nigeria, but born in Detroit, Michigan, Motown, the Murder Mitten, for those who know. But that's kind of that's kind of what bred me, man, being from there. But you know, I took the long route. You know, I'm kind of you know, people say get it out the mud. I've been a mud baby, right. Big mud baby, my whole entire journey, man. Like, been playing in the mud. So but yeah, man, my drive and determination, man, is what pushed me through, you know, being unnoticed in high school, to being undervalued at the college level, to, you know, becoming an All-American Division II, and then working my way up over this overseas, you know, through this overseas journey, man. It's been a crazy journey, man, overall. Like, started from the bottom, now I'm here.
Gotcha.
In the words of Drake.
Got you. Is LIU Brooklyn, that's a D2?
No, so I started at LIU Brooklyn. I started there my first year, my first 2 years, actually. And then my mom had got sick, and I transferred back to Wayne State in Detroit, which was a D2. And it was the only school with a scholarship available at the time. There wasn't any other Division I. So I'm like, either I go to school, or, you know, I'm in the streets doing dumb shit. So I'm like, I gotta go, you know, I gotta be in school. So I enrolled at Wayne State.
Right. See, that's the weird part of your story to me. It's like if you know you, it's like you're gonna stand out as soon as you walk on the court, just off of energy alone. And it's like you even said up in high school that you played with some of the top guys in high school. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's almost like the same issue I kind of had. It was like I was surrounded by like Tweety Carter, DJ Augustine, Greg Monroe. That was kind of my class, and it was like, bro, nobody even seen me. But I would have 30, like most of the times, but nobody would never see me because I went to a smaller school, and I was kind of a football, baseball player, whatever the case may be. But talk about how did you, what was your mindset after your mom got sick when you went to Wayne Wright? You was thinking, okay, probably NBA is probably out of the question right now. Now it's probably, how do I get overseas? Was that your mindset going in there?
So not really, man. My mindset always been, because like, even so from LIU, I used to go, you know, I met one of my best friends at LIU, is my roommate, but he was from Minnesota. And every summer I used to go to Minnesota, and I used to be, you know, every summer I used to train with Chris Carr. He's like a St. Louis legend. He played in the NBA for, I think, 11 or so years. Was in a dunk contest with Kobe Bryant. The first dunk Kobe Bryant was in, and he won it. He played for the Timberwolves. But he always kept us around NBA players, high-level overseas players, and every summer I used to work out with these guys. So I'm like, even when I transfer back home, I'm like, I play with these guys all day. I'm like, if I can compete with these guys, I can get to the league. And that was always my mindset. I'm like, I'm about to kill, and somebody gonna see me, and I'm gonna get to the league. Like, I wasn't even thinking about overseas for real. I'm just thinking about doing what I got to do, and hopefully somebody seeing me, and I get an opportunity.
Right. That's what I try to tell people. It's like, they're like, what do you do whenever you get out of college? How do you get, you know, the NBA calling and overseas calling? I was kind of weird because I was on the bench for 3 years. In my senior year, I was player of the year in All-American, what do you call it? Honorable mention All-American. So teams were, every mock draft had me getting drafted. It was a bunch of agents, so I didn't have to really search. So it's like,
Yeah.
but I tell people, I'm like, yo, play in money tournaments. I'm like, find the best players in the world and play against them. Go to the Drew League. And I mean, I don't know if it'll work or not, but find your homeboy, y'all share the rent, and y'all go ahead and live underneath your means and get noticed by somebody.
No, and you know it's crazy, and that's definitely what it was. Because even like with Wayne State, after my junior year was just okay, but my senior year was like how yours was. I was killing. Like I was, I was a honorable mention All-American, all that shit. And then one of my best friends, he went to Northern Iowa. You know, back when they beat Kansas in the Sweet 16, he was the point guard, Kajoa Legbe. And I used to go to Minnesota, work out with these guys every summer. And I used to kill. So when he started, agents was him heavy because like he was an NBA caliber point guard. So agents would always be in the gym. Agents would always be around, and they would be seeing me too. Like they see him, they see me. Like, damn, who that kid? Like that motherfucker strong as an ox. He out there rebounding crazy, dunking shit, and they like, shit, who is him? So like now I got hit. The same guy looking at him, looking at me now. Like, damn, like you got a whole nother year of college. Like we're gonna get at you when you finish. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm not having to sit there and figure out, oh man, I have to email all these agents like I've done in the past, after that. But like when I first finished college, it wasn't what I'm gonna do because I had agents hitting me up, and I'm a Division II player. And I tell guys that all the time. It don't really matter where the fuck you at, bro. If you do what you're supposed to do, it don't matter where you at. They gonna find you. And a lot of guys be wary of. I'm like, dude, like it don't matter. Like you be D3. Like it's a damn junior college kid who projected to be a lottery pick this year. It don't matter where you at, bro. As long as you kill and you stand out, that's all that matters.
And see, a lot of people think killing is with stats. I got this old thing I always tell dudes, bro. Numbers lie a lot. It's like, my opinion, I feel like you didn't make it close. Like, as far as for people to get to notice you, it wasn't like, oh, well, I averaged 13 or 12 just off your demeanor on the court, just off your impact on the team. Teams will fall in love with that. So many people want to average 26, 25 points. They're like, yeah, well, Tyren, you averaged 21 in college. I'm like, yeah, but you see how much rebounds and assists and steals and blocks I averaged? I led the conference in damn near every category. I didn't make it close. So it was like I was in desperation mode. I wasn't messing with no women. I wasn't partying. I was in the gym 3-4 times a day. I was finding all the open runs, like you said. I was using my resources. It was just like I knew Paul Millsap through my boy Elijah Millsap, and that just being around them gave me the confidence to see that this is possible. Country boy from Louisiana, Paul just signed for $60 million, bro. So you use resources, bro. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this: is I seen you had one issue that I have all the time because playing on teams or being in situations where coaches don't understand you. I don't understand how coaches sign you and they don't understand what they sign. When you get there, they want you to change your game. How do you play through that? Like, how do you stay mentally focused? Because when I came to France, bro, I was like, yo, I must kill somebody. Like, I'm not no screen setter and diver. Never done it in my life. This is French basketball. How do you play through that, bro?
Man, when I tell you it's difficult as hell, but at the same time, my mindset is always I go through the process, but I'm always focused on the end goal. Like when I started this overseas thing, in my mind, I'm like, all right, if I'm not gonna get to the NBA, I need to get to the highest level possible I can possibly play it. I'm not worried about money. I'm not worried about this. I want to be as I was a EuroLeague basketball player. You know what I'm saying? Like I played at the highest level possible because everybody told me I couldn't do it. So my mindset, even when I'm coming to situations like that, is like, all right, I already know people gonna try to hold me back. That's been my whole career. So I'm always gonna look for ways to stand out if they want me to stand out or not. Like even in the situations that I've been in, they got their favorites. They want to rock with what they want to rock with, and then they want me to do something different than what I did to get there. And I'm like, at the same time, you either gonna play me or not gonna play me. So I'm gonna play my game. If you put me in there for 5 minutes or 4 minutes, I'm gonna do me hard as hell in them 4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna conform. When you've been playing, you're like, how old are you now, Tyren?
I just turned. I'm 31.
31. You've been playing your game for how many years? You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, it's like telling somebody who put sugar in their spaghetti, bro. Like, stop putting sugar in your spaghetti. I've been making my spaghetti like this for years, bro. I'm not gonna change it for you, bro. Like
that's how I got here.
Like it's facts. It's like okay, I kind of do what you want me to do, but I'm gonna be myself, man. Like I can't not be myself. I'm gonna always be the best defender. I'm gonna always play my game. I'm always gonna pass, make sure other people get involved. I'm always gonna rebound hard. Anything else that you want me to do, it might get sprinkled in there, but I'm gonna be myself. So you can either play me or not. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have to pay me. So, and I'm at this level. So no matter if the team, and that's the thing that a lot of guys don't get too. Overseas, if you win, like even if I ain't playing, if you win, you getting opportunities to move up the next season. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get put in good situations eventually. So a situation where they understand you and they're gonna let you be yourself. So my thing is just play my game, man. And if I don't play, I don't play. But when I do play, be yourself. Because at the end of the day, people over here watch film and they can see what you can do. So be yourself all the time. Whether it's not going, you being yourself ain't gonna be detrimental to the team, because you being yourself is what got you there. Right. So that's my mindset always. Just be myself, man. Not change it up.
So I'm actually this is a strong question. The team that you first went to in Germany when you was in the Army base before that. What was that? The second division in Germany?
Man, that was Regionalliga 6. That was like the sixth league in Germany. So they got BBL, Pro A, Pro B, Regionalliga, and then Regionalliga 2. It was the fifth league Germany. Regionalliga 2.
Bro, timeout. So, and you're in the Euro Cup today. The team you play for, and how do you pronounce that team name?
Venice. Umana Rare, yeah, Venice.
Bro, I mean, what's the most points you ever averaged as a professional?
Shit, it was that year. I was averaging like a 40-point triple-double. Like, I was killing them.
All right, outside of that year. Outside of that year.
Man, I felt like Bronny out there. I'm like, damn, this shit easy. But outside that year, the most points I've ever averaged was 17.
17, and that was in Italy.
That was in France and Italy. Both France and Italy, I averaged 17.
Okay, I got it.
I mean, not France and Italy. Finland and Italy. I averaged 17 both them years.
Got you. You see, because I ask you that because it's hard for guys to. They always tell me, they look at my stats and they be like, Tyren, you don't understand. But I'm like, I just said for you, it's like you scoring 17 off of talent, but 10 of those are coming off of mentality, I want to say.
Yeah, more so. Even if I think about my year in Finland, I was just a dog. Like, it wasn't talent. It was just, I'm about to outwork you. And if I don't outwork you, you gonna mess around and get hurt out here with me, because that's how hard I'm coming. Because I'm mess around and hurt you if I don't throw this ball.
This is gonna segue into two questions though. So the first question, not the first question, that was the first question, is that you didn't really average 26, 27 nowhere. People don't understand that that's not realistic. If you averaging 26, 27 in the high level basketball in Europe, you in the NBA. It's kind of non-existent. But you went from the 5th division in Germany to the Euro Cup, which is basically one step below the Euro League, which is kind of not much of a difference anyway, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because pretty much all the teams are Euro Cup teams are pretty much Euro League teams. They just go up and down. So it's pretty much the same.
I played in the Euro Cup 2 years, bro. And it was like, it's fun, you get to travel and stuff like that. But it's like, I don't feel sorry. When I asked you the question before about how do you play through that, it's because you built the callus up of getting it out the mud, because, bro, you just came from the 5th division. But what they don't understand is that this is the thing that people don't understand. You said something very important. You said that you didn't care about the money. You didn't care about nothing. You had a mindset that you wanted to play at the highest level in Europe. You said that? You said that you wanted to
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
You said you wanted to play at the highest level in Europe. So many guys don't understand that. It's not real. My first contract was for $150K. I thought I was getting robbed. I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not going over there for $150K. I need a meal. I didn't even understand that wasn't even a thing. They think that we're making millions over here all the
Yeah.
time. Whereas, bro, if you get a job for $1,000 a month and because you haven't proved yourself, it's okay. You got no kids, no family, but nobody want to take that hit and understand that whenever you have a bigger vision, bitch, you can go from the 5th division in Germany to playing in the Euro Cup today. Feel what I'm saying?
Bro, it's crazy. One of my best friends, bro, my best friend felt like you, the same way. When I tell you this kid is one of the most talented kids I've ever been around. Got a long-range jumper, dumb athletic, can handle the ball, but he didn't want to take the necessary steps to get to where he just wanted the instant gratification. Like, I want to go from here to there. I'm going to leapfrog the middle distance. I'm going to get to where I want. But it don't work like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't work like that. So he ended up quitting after a while because he like, man, he played like 2 years in Pro A, one year in Latvia, and he was done. He like, I ain't getting there fast enough. But it's a journey, bro. Like, you got to respect the journey. Like, you can't just skip different steps. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Like, I don't know why I always equate stuff to making food, but shit, if you forget to put cheese on a pizza, it ain't gonna taste the same, man. So you gotta do stuff, you gotta do certain steps to get to where you're going, man. You can't just not put yeast in a pizza and cheese on it. You gotta do everything, man, to get it there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that part about it. They just want to go from being here to top of the moot, and it don't happen that way.
Right. You need that springboard. That middle part is that springboard is like, for me, that team was the team in Belgium. That team springboard me. We played my coming out game was against Astana. I think I had a 28 ball, and I signed a big deal in Turkey the next season off of that one game. But I think I was second in Euro Challenge. It was Euro Challenge at the time. We played in both leagues. At Euro Challenge at the time, it was Champions League now. I think I was second in scoring, and I signed in Turkey. But that's what I mean by, what team was that springboard team for you that put you on the map? Was it the Italian team when you averaged 17?
Nope. It was the team in Finland that shitted on me the year before and didn't bring me back. And then after me killing the year, they lowballed me, and I went and played, and they played in the VTB. And then they shitted on me the entire year until somebody got hurt, and it was against Lokomotiv. And when I went off against Lokomotiv, and then I went off against Unix, and then I went off against Seska.
That's a career.
It's a career. Now it's like, let's get it. Like, who is this kid?
And see, this is another thing. People would think, okay, now that happened. Now people start to smell itself, but they don't understand that you led the VTB in rebounding the next season. You feel what I'm saying? That's not making it close. See, it always go back to, I didn't average 6-7 rebounds. Oh, I averaged a lot of rebounds. Yeah, but you didn't lead the league.
Yeah, it's different. You got to think this league's where dudes average 11 and 12, 13 rebounds a game and still don't lead the league. It's different to lead the league. It's a different type of respect you get when you lead the league in rebounding.
And the VTB
lead the league in anything.
But the VTB league, that's, if you averaging 12, 13 rebounds in VTB, that's 20 other places.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? So what people don't, I'll just be trying to tell guys that they're not nice as they think all the time. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a big fact though. That's a big fact.
And it's hard to tell guys sometimes. A lot of guys that play at higher levels, hit me up all the time. And I understand that they might not take my advice because I'm playing at a lower level. I'm not here because of my talent. This is all kind of strategically businesses moves I'm making. Like me going, the next job I'm probably about to take is the dumbest thing ever. Nobody should ever take that advice. It's something behind that too. But it goes back to, are you playing for the money? Are you playing to play at the top level? And if you play at the top level, you can't have egos. You can't be what's the word I'm looking for? You can't be uppity, prima donna, basically. You feel what I'm saying? So, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, man. My fiance was texting me. She was just getting home, so I had to go outside. So we keep chopping it up. I'm just gonna be moving around now.
You all good. You all good. So, speaking of your fiance, how do you with this coronavirus situation? bringing a kid into this world, I mean, security is one of the top things on our list now. You know what I'm saying? How are you handling this situation, signing a new deal or going back to the team you was on? Was you on 1 year contract or was it multiple year contract?
I was on a multi-year contract, but it's a team option on the second year, and I don't think they're picking it up. So next year I'll be signing somewhere else for sure, probably.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. But yeah, it's weird, man. The situation, it's a weird situation, man, to be bringing a kid into, man. Like, it's terrifying just off the strength of the coronavirus stuff, but then off my child being black, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, with all the stuff that's going on in the world. Like, I know you've seen, what happened in Minnesota just, yesterday. Like, bringing a black child in this world, man, is just is now. I don't think it's ever a right time. I don't think it's ever gonna be a right time. You know what I'm saying? So
not this generation.
Not this generation for sure. You know what I'm saying? And then having to explain to her at some point that, people are going to treat you differently because the color of your skin. And it's crazy. Like, it's crazy, man. It's definitely crazy. And there's no way to really prepare myself for it because it's something you can't really be prepared for something you've never been through before. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way to really prepare yourself for it. I just got to, throw caution to the wind and try to learn on the fly. But
right. And basically because it's tough because we're stereotyped a lot, right?
Yeah.
And that goes back to, how do you handle being stereotyped as a hooper? It's like my passion, like I'm like a no nonsense guy whenever it come from the trenches. So my mentality is a little bit different when I'm playing. I don't want to joke before practice. Like, after practice, cool, but like before practice and before the games, like, bro, I'm locked in. No,
yeah.
How do you handle like the European mindset? They're kind of like, oh, la 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 la, no worries in the world,
Man, it's a little different, bro, and that's the thing. Like, honestly, like, me personally, I don't identify with that type of shit, man. Like, like, I'm kind of like you. Like, we can joke and kid in the locker room and all that, but when it's time to hoop, it's time to hoop. Like, I'm not here to be, be friends. Like, on the inside the court, I'm not here to be friends with you motherfuckers, man. Like, I'm here to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got somewhere I want to go. Right. And this is just like a stepping stone along the way. But yeah, like, my mindset is always, it's like a more of a focused mindset.
Right. Well, shit, man. Just a few
Can you hear me? Am I breaking up?
Nah, you good. The video paused for a second, but
yeah, because the Wi-Fi, I walked away from the house a little bit, but yeah, that's always been my mindset. Like, I don't really identify with that type of shit. I don't identify with soft shit. I don't identify with none of that, man, because, like I said, the way Wheaton got it, it wasn't easy. Like, Wheaton been hardened because of the route that we took. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't identify with all that other weird shit that a lot of guys.
Hold on, broke up for a second. Last thing I heard you say was a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah, like a lot of guys, they're just different, man, and they don't understand where a guy like me or a guy like you, come from in terms of mentality, because they haven't got it the way we got it. You know what I'm
saying? Right. I got you, man. Goddamn. I always was interested in this. I've never had a situation where I never got my money overseas, right? How do you deal with not getting paid? Like,
you say you never played anywhere where you didn't get your money?
I played in Japan and I didn't get my money, like my bonus money and the last money, because we had a misunderstanding on me leaving, but that was like the only hiccup. Everywhere else I got paid on time, sometimes most of the time early, to be honest with you.
You were lucky SOB, boy.
How does that even work? Like, I don't understand. Like, if they don't pay you, how do they sign players for the next season?
That's the thing, man. It really depends on where you're at. So here in Italy, for instance, they have to. So I'm trying to think about my Cantu situation. Here in Italy, they aren't actually supposed to sign players. So if they're like in bat, like if people took them to like bat, like then they aren't supposed to be able to sign players. But even like Cantu, when I first got there, they had still owed guys like 3 or 4 months salary, and they were signing new guys. So you're seeing guys on Sportando every day, like going crazy. Can't these motherfuckers owe me 4 months and they signing a whole new team, still ain't paying me this, that. But it's like, I don't like, me personally, I think I really don't feel like they should be able to sign teams, but the rules are so weird here in Italy, bro. Like, here in Italy, where else have I played where I didn't get my, no, that's the only place no, everywhere else, for the most part, I've gotten all my money. Like, granted, it took a little bit longer, but everywhere else, I got all my money. But, like, here in Italy, man, it's just different, man. Like, even when it comes to, your contract, in your contract, it says after 30 days of not being paid, most countries, then you're free to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can leave. But then, if you look at the labor laws here in Italy, they can really not pay you for 3 months without it being a problem, without it being a breach of contract. That's just their labor laws in the country. So now you're asked out. Your contract literally means nothing because the labor laws in the country say something different. It's weird, man. Like, I honestly don't understand it. It's crazy, man. Like, it's
so. Since we speak about Italy, is that because I almost signed with this team Avellino 1 year.
Avellino.
I ended up going to Greece that year. I was like, damn, I'm missing out on the opportunity. But I was scared because everybody said that Italy don't pay like that. And then I heard Greece don't pay like that, and I signed in Greece. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Avellino is crazy because Avellino is actually the team that still owes me money from last year. That's the team I played for last year during the last part of the season.
They're like green.
They owe me damn near $40K.
They're like green and white, right?
Yep, green and white.
40,000.
They went bankrupt. They went bankrupt. Now they playing like the third league, and now they're saying that we had to take them to court and stuff. Now they're saying they're gonna pay me 75 cents on the dollar. Like, bro, like that's like some, like when they finally pay me, if they pay me 75 cents on the dollar. I worked for the whole dollar. I didn't work for 75 cents. So it's like, man, that's the thing. I try to warn other guys about, but even in me warning other guys about that type of stuff, like Italian teams take offense to it and look at me a certain type of way because I'm giving this knowledge to other people. Like, I shouldn't be telling them that you owe me from 2 years ago. Like, if you would have paid me my money, I wouldn't have to tell anybody anything. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be talking about it. Like, it's a weird, like, Italy is a little weird in that part. That's why if you come to Italy and if you're blessed enough to be a high caliber player, it's really only maybe 4 teams that I would play for. And that's Milan, Beatrice Bologna, Venice, where I played this year, and probably 42 though. Bologna. It's 2 Bologna teams are really the only teams where financial situations are always going to be in place at a high level, and you're going to make sure you get all your money. And with Venice and the other 4 top teams is always on time. So that was really one of the that was another factor that played into me even signing with Venice, because they have a reputation of playing in full and on time. So, and that's really why I did the YouTube, because I want to be able to give guys that information. Like, if you're coming to Italy, you need to know the best situation to go to. Don't just put yourself in any situation. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're going to France, I can talk to Tyren and ask him, what's the best situation to go to. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need more platforms. Oh my God. We need more platforms like that, you know what I'm saying, to where guys are just walking into weird situations and they actually got the help of quote unquote OGs, so they have so they walk into better situations. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I put out all this content, bro. Speaking of that friend, like I said, I ain't gonna hold you too much longer, bro. But speaking of that friend situation, I kind of had the same experience with that coach that you had. but it wasn't to that degree. It was still, he was still cool. When I left, that team was in like last place. I went there in the middle of the season. I left Turkey. I was playing for a team called Uşak. It was a Euro Cup team, and I left and I retired, bro. I was like, I'm done because I couldn't play in Turkey. I was like, I just can't. This ain't it. I was like, and I went back there in the middle of the season, and so I got him to the playoffs. We finished in like third. It was like, I'm probably gonna get a Pro A job next season. Wherever I coach, you coming. Next season happened, bro. I'm on the couch. I'm like, I ain't signing with nobody. I'm turning down jobs all over the place because I'm waiting on them two. It was two of them. The coach the coach that messed over you was the assistant at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, shit, you can sign here. I'm Gucci, bro. Them phone calls never happened. And then I was helping. His son's pretty nice. So I was reaching out to teams and stuff like that in America. But that was never reciprocated. How do you handle these broken promises, these janky agents? Like, so because there's so much woofing going on. How do you handle that, bro?
Understand, man. I'm like, what's buddy? I'm like Johnny from the Fantastic Four, bro. I burn the most bridges because I'm the type dude. When I tell you, bro, when I get mad, I get mad. So I'm like, nigga, fuck you, bro. Like, and I'm telling you this, and I'm telling whoever, like, because this thing, man, I got treated so bogus throughout my entire life, not just basketball. Right. So for when people in this basketball world, do me bogus, it just adds fuel to the fire. So now I'm like, when I get mad, man, it's not no be cool, EK. Like, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel, and you gonna know how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to just be cool, but I'm not telling everybody to be on what EK on. Yeah. Because at the same time, EK has played 8 years, and there's coaches who know me and they respect me to a extent to where, I'm never gonna be without a job. You know what I'm saying? So I can act dumb sometimes, not all the time, but I can act as dumb as I want to sometimes. But it's like
more leverage than we think.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, there's still at least 4 or 5 coaches who know that I'm a high character guy, and whatever this coach tell you is not how you know me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just, but that stuff, man, it irks me, man. It's the way that a lot of coaches and organizations can do things like that to people, even when it comes down to paying people. And like that whole situation and not being paying people or telling people that you're gonna do something and not doing it, not being a man of your word. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, you don't got too much more than your word, bro. For you not to like really be serious about that, man, it's
like little nerds and little weasels playing. It's just like, bro,
bro, like even like with Sasori, like the year after I killed the Italian league, like dude is literally calling my phone. I'm not calling him, he's calling me. Yeah, I'm getting ready to send your contract in a couple days.
Oh yeah,
contract never come.
Yeah, that's some
contract never come. Like what is wrong with you, dude? Like why would you sit here and play with somebody like that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially after all the work I put in. So I'm really juiced. Like, yeah, like I'm about to be on a EuroLeague team. Right. After just playing for $400 3 years ago. No, I'm EuroLeague.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but for you to play with me like that, bro, like that's just don't say nothing to me at all.
Right.
Don't say nothing to me.
Right.
Like, and that got me to the point to where unless I see it in writing, I'm not dealing with you. Right, so it's nothing for you to say to me now unless you send my agent something in writing. Don't even call me. Call him.
Right. That's big.
So,
that's big. That's big. So you handle all your contracts and stuff through your agents and stuff like that.
Yeah. Don't even like it was a point where I loved that interaction with coaches and stuff like that. But now it's to the point where I'm like, man, no, like don't call me. Don't want to talk to me about what I'm doing next year. None of that. If you got anything to talk about basketball wise, you call my agent because I don't want to spaz out on you, bro. And I know that there's a potential that it could possibly happen because you making false promises.
Right.
So just call my agent, man.
No, it's good for business. I mean, I kind of negotiate most of my own contracts, and I got an agent. I just give them free money, but I don't be liking. I just figure if I go out and kill, that I have the leverage, so I can kind of tell people what I want. And it's kind of worked out for me, but I go through the agent all the time because If you can get 150K, your agent can get 170K.
No, 100. Man, and I swear I was having this conversation with somebody about the importance of an agent. Like he was trying to tell me agent's not important. Like when you're at a high level, they're not that important.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you're on your way, they're extremely important. Because you got to think of like, what is it, Octagon, and what's the other big agency in Europe? B.O. Basket, the biggest, you know what I'm saying? In terms of the type of players they have. Those agents can put you in situations that you're even undeserving of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because their connections and the relationships they already have are so strong. Like I know a ton of guys who got Euro Cup jobs who not even pro NM1 players, you know what I'm saying? But they got Euro Cup jobs because of the strength of who their agents are. You know what I'm saying? So like agents play a big part, man. It's a major plus. Like, okay, you can go without an agent, you know what I'm saying? But even to this point, you had to prove yourself you prove yourself to show that. Then you can talk to me and we'll figure out what I'm about to be making next year. But you've proven that you're a killer at this level. A lot of guys try to start their career without agents, and going that route, you're gonna be playing for $400 your whole damn career.
Facebook agent.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
And it's sad because they don't really know the value of agents. It's a value for good agents. That's the bad part. It really has to be a really good agent, but they have a very high value. Right.
Last quick question, man. Before we do, I got this little truth rundown. My brand stands for like take respect until freedom. Every word means something. So I'm gonna ask you that. But what's the future for Ike? What's the next goal you done got from fifth division? That's correct. Fifth division Germany to the Euro Cup in 4 years?
No, 5 years.
So you need a movie, son. First of all, you need a movie. Second of all, what's the goal now? I mean, obviously EuroLeague and Euro Cup, you still want to play at that level. What's just the mindset for us, like to keep you, because I feel like your career is based off of your motivation. So what's that motivation that's keeping you going today?
Man, I got a baby on the way, man.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
If that ain't motivation for a real man who takes his responsibility, then you ain't gonna find no motivation, man. I got a family now. I don't just got my mouth to feed. I got a pregnant lady over here who like to eat too, and a little baby who growing. So that's my motivation, man. Just to provide for them the best way I can, and to do it at an even higher level than I do it now.
Right. Man,
she over talking about the cry.
Dog, you keep goddamn. I'm trying to let you go, bro. But it's just I have to ask this question out. It's like last year I made my girl quit her job, and I told her like you got to move to France. Whatever financial you need from your job, I'll just pay you like on salary, goddamn it, until you find a job out here. Son, and she came to America with me, rebounded for me, handled my nutrition for me, stretched me, massage me. What would you tell the young guys that's out there? Like, I had my fun. Don't get it twisted. Do you think it's better to settle down and find that person so that you can focus in? Or do you need that wilding out person?
What would I tell a young guy? What?
Would you tell a young guys wild out, have your fun with all the joints you want? Or is it better to settle down with one? Because me settling down with one has changed my career totally. Like, from every aspect of my game. Just a peace of mind, my stability. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. What would you tell a younger player?
Me personally, I would say you only, like we're living a wild lifestyle, right? You hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
Yeah, we're living a wild lifestyle. You only would miss it if you experienced it. You have nothing to think about. If you never experienced it, there's nothing to miss. So if you can find that person early in life, I would say find them. You know what I'm saying? Because essentially, we all live that lifestyle in search of that person anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would hope that no dudes is out here living that lifestyle just to live it. But I'm sure there are. But majority of us, we're always in search of that person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you only miss what you experience. So if you never experienced it, there's nothing to miss, man. If you can find that person early in life who's gonna rock with you and gonna ride with you, until the wheels fall off, then so be it. Like, that you found that person, man. You ain't gotta worry. That's one less thing to worry about.
One less thing to worry about. I agree, man. I agree totally. Let me ask you these truth questions, bro. So the first one is T, stand for take. At what point in your life you feel like you had to take that you had to enforce your force your way to something like this is my opportunity. I gotta take this opportunity right now so I can get to the next step. What point was that for you?
So that point was when it was the same year that I played in Germany, but it was after I was without a team and I was living on an Army base, and then I went to Finland. When I first got to Finland, they had me playing on the farm team, like the JV team of the team. They were a Euro Cup team that year, and they had but they let me practice with them.
Right.
And I'm like, they don't like. In my mind, I don't know if they ever going to be a player or not, if I'm always going to play with the farm team. But I'm like, every day I'm going to kick. The dude who playing on this top team, I'm going to kick his ass every day. And I'm going to make him look so bad that
you have to sign me.
You're going to have to sign me to this team. And that's what I did. Like, it was, every day I just violated them till it was like, man, go ahead and sit down, man. Ike, come on.
But you had the dignity to go to that firm team. And like, I'm gonna let my game do the talking.
Yeah, man, that's the thing, man. You can't have too much pride.
Right.
So I was coming from somewhere where I wasn't making nothing anyway. So what is there to be prideful about?
Right.
It ain't nothing.
The second acronym is respect, man. What does respect mean to you?
What does respect mean to me? To me, it just means it's giving that credit, man, when credit is due. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. Like, I feel like today is so easy for people not to give the credit that people deserve. In whatever field they in. Like, I don't know what it is about our generation, but nobody gives the next man the credit they really deserve. And that's what I'm all about. Like, if a motherfucker is nice, I'm gonna tell him he's nice right then and there. Like, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, man, I'll kill him or whatever the case might be. I might not be able to, I might be able to, but I know I can appreciate what you bringing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you how good you are. And that's and vice versa. I feel like it should be that same way with everybody. Like the new saying they got, like, man, give people they flowers when they here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be that weirdo, like even like Jordan, man. Like I love Jordan to death. But dude's a weirdo, man. Like, you can't even admit that you can't even LeBron is a Hall of Famer, bro. Like, there's no doubt in anybody's mind that LeBron is going to be a Hall of Famer, bro. But you tough to say it. Like, I know you competitive, bro, but that's respect, bro.
Yeah.
Just like the respect people got for you, give it to other people, man.
I think the abundance of things we have today, we don't value. Bro, people are saying Jay-Z is washed. Like, even in the hip-hop community, like, we the only community that say our older guys are washed. In rock and everything else, they say they're seasoned vets. You want him to rap about selling rocks and stuff like that, bro. He's a billionaire now.
What I got, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's wild, bro. Our generation is like bro. That, bro. We don't appreciate no type of greatness. We don't appreciate. It's just because everybody live in a social media world where they can look bigger than what they are. So they feel like, shit, well, Jay-Z, that nigga, I'm that nigga too.
Yeah. Man, I was crazy because like earlier today I watched a little like interview with Boosie where he was talking crazy like that. I'm like, Boosie, you're not on Jay-Z level, bro. Like, quit it. Like,
the only thing is, I'm from where Boosie from.
Yeah.
In his mind,
there he is.
You can't tell him. They literally treat Boosie like Jesus back home. You feel what I'm saying? So Boosie, like, he not like, you put on some Jay-Z back home, cut that shit off. You put on some Boosie, the club is crazy. You feel what I'm saying?
Wild.
So, but that's no reality. It's like, that's only in Baton Rouge and New Orleans, bro. Outside of Alabama, his whole little southern belt, Boosie he's kind of, I'm gonna give him respect.
He is Jay-Z there.
Yeah, him and Jay-Z, there is Jay-Z. But leave that, bro. Jay-Z got the rest of the country.
The rest of the world.
Exactly. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be humble a little bit at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? it's like for me, it's like me kind of like reaching out to guys who do podcasts. It's like I'm kind of weird about that type of stuff. I'm like, man, I'm kind of shy. These people busy. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That's me not being humble. Me thinking, what, you too cool to ask a nigga to be on a podcast, bro? It's just our generation, bro.
Yeah,
So
man. Different.
the U stands for until, and that's about the journey. It's like, do you think you would be in a place where you are today if you would have came out of college and just went straight to the top, straight EuroLeague, straight Euro Cup? Or do you think these steps was necessary, the fifth division Germany, was that necessary to get you where you at today?
Me personally, so before my career started, my mindset has been this. So I feel as though if I would have been gifted that opportunity early, then I probably would have went to the top of the motherfucking MOOC with it. Like it would have been the same thing, but just at a higher level.
The NBA probably.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because my mindset, that's something that was never going to change regardless, because
I like that.
You know, majority of my life, that's what my mindset has been. So whether it was the greatest opportunity or just the average opportunity, I was going to be the same Ike. So, but that's the thing too. It's easy to say in hindsight. You never really know. But me thinking, I know that my mindset is what it is, and I would have been a dog because I still would have felt like I had to prove something. I had to prove something to myself, and I had to prove something to somebody else. So I think I would have been the same.
But that's a fact, though. Everything else is opinionated. The fact is that your mindset, you can't change that. You feel what I'm saying? That's just a fact. That's what you've done with less, and that's what you're doing with more. So I think, bro, like you said, if you'd have went straight to the top, I think that would have only been, the sky would have been a limit, nigga. EuroLeague, my ass. Niggas would have been calling you, oh, shit, we need you in the league. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So last question, bro. The F stands for freedom. What is freedom to you? What does that look like?
Freedom for me is waking up in my Lamborghini and driving up the coast of California to Napa Valley, and drinking wine, not having to worry about nothing. Of course with you, mother. Of course with my wife. You know what I'm saying? We had a little Evie, have a little babysitter, but man, it's just waking up every day, man, and knowing that I don't have a care in the world, man. Like not having to worry about, you know, like when I was younger, worrying about where my next meal was gonna come from, not worrying about that, not worrying about a bill, not worrying about you know, health because, you know, I'm healthy or my, you know, my family in terms of their financial health, not having to worry about none of that, man. Like just living carefree, man, and enjoying life at its purity, man, at its purest. Just, it's gonna happen sooner than later, for sure.
Got you, man. Man, anything you got to promote or advertise or something, like somewhere that, you know, you could get people to watch your stuff, or anything you got going off the court?
For sure, I got the Life of Keezy YouTube. Go subscribe. Watch all them videos, man. I appreciate it. Watch all them ads too, man. Make sure that notification. Play with that notification. Hey, boy. Play with that notification bell a little bit, man. And then, you know, I got some merch coming soon. Some Life of Keezy merch. And then I got some Mud Baby merch coming too. It's dope logo. I think people gonna really gravitate to that. So when that drop, make sure y'all be out for that. And then too, for all my athletes who, you know, who are trying to be financially responsible, you know, I have my real estate investing company, Overseas Elite Real Estate Investing. So OS Elite Real Estate Investing, and we gonna be building our wealth together, man. So that's all I got going on. Let's get it, man. Because I'm trying to get wealthy, man. I'm about building wealth, man. You know, buying these apartment complexes and getting this bread, man. So that's the move.
All right, man. Well, I want to hit you with something right after we get off, but man, because I don't want to give this little jewel away. But man, appreciate everything coming on. I know, you know, taking up your time. I know your time is precious. My agent calling right there. I know your time is precious, man. But thanks so much for sharing that knowledge, because a lot of kids, a lot of players, older and younger, need to hear these type of stories. People being authentic and not, giving these media answers and stuff like that. So I appreciate that honesty, bro.
No, man, I appreciate you having me, man. And that's the only way I know how to be, man.
All right. Man, thanks, man. Appreciate it. And that's Ike Udanoh, you guys. And thanks for listening. Until next time.